We live in a time where the world keeps telling us two things at once. On one hand, speak up, make your voice heard. But on the other hand, don't say the wrong thing or you will regret it forever. Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Pratama Aria Wardhana from Madrasah Muhammadiyah, Yogyakarta. I'm sure most of you here are Gen Z, right? And you've probably known exactly what I meant. One wrong sentence, one poor choice of words, and suddenly you're a screenshot, a meme, or a viral clip someone laughs at in group chats. I bet you've been in a forum once where you really want to speak up, but you just kept it for yourself because you thought, what is it for anyway? The truth is, the silence doesn't always mean we don't have thoughts. Most of the time, it just means we're busy calculating. Is it worth it? Do I sound smart enough? Will people care? And before we decide, the moment passes. Someone else takes the mic, and the chance slipped away. But deep down, we know we do have something to say. We've lived experiences that cannot be found in textbooks. We've seen things that adults often miss. And when we finally get the courage to share, it surprises even us how much we actually have to contribute. People love saying that Gen Z is quiet, that we don't speak up, that we just scroll, repost, and move on. And for a while, I thought maybe that was true. In school forums or discussions, it's usually the seniors who talk, confident, polished, and sound like experts. So most of us just stay silent. Not because we don't care, of course, but because we thought they knew better. And maybe we were used to it, keeping our thoughts to ourselves, watching from the back and thinking, they've probably read more, talked about it more, and understood more. What do I even say that won't sound stupid? That happened in one forum I joined. It was about national issues and politics. At first, the seniors dominated the talk. But then, one of them casually said, don't be shy, no opinion's wrong. Then, one person raised his hand. Then came another. Then another. And suddenly, the whole conversation changed. Our opinions weren't just valid, they were heard. And that moment stuck with me. Because here's the thing, we're not silent because we don't care. We're silent because we're just tired of being underestimated. We grew up in a time where information moves faster than ever, where people judge your words before they understand your meaning, where one wrong sentence can be clipped, screenshotted, and turned into a content. So instead of rushing to speak, we think twice. We edit, we rephrase, we delete, and we wait. But none of that means we're passive. Some of us run fundraisers online. Some build small businesses through Instagram Reels. One of my friends even learned video editing from TikTok and now helps a shop grow online. That's real action, real leadership, just not the kind people are used to clapping for. And if you think about it, every generation has been judged by the one before. Socrates, a Greek philosopher, once said, "The children now have luxury. They have bad manners, contempt for authority." That was thousands of years ago, and it sounds just like what people say about us now. Maybe the problem isn't the generation. Maybe it's how little we try to understand each other. Our generation doesn't always show up in traditional ways. We don't always grab the mic or lead demos, but we care, we think, and we act, just not always loudly. And maybe that's what the adults miss, because they say things like, we're the leaders of tomorrow, but we're already solving today's problems just through different medias and different platforms. Maybe it's in the form of a Canvas slide or a 3-minute video, but it still counts. And let's be real, it's sometimes small things too, like staying up late, helping a friend edit their essay, sharing a donation link instead of just scrolling past, and teaching our parents how to use e-wallets so they don't get scammed. Those things might not scream leadership, but they matter. They make life easier and safer for all of us. The problem is, adults often measure leadership by volume. Who speaks the most? Who stands up front? But real leadership isn't about making everyone louder. It's about making sure that the space feels safe enough to speak at all. We don't need more motivational quotes or being told to be brave in every seminar. What we need is space, patience, and actual trust. We need the kind of environment where people aren't being judged for starting small, where people don't get mocked for asking questions, and where people who's silent today isn't labeled as inactive just because they're still figuring things out. Because once we do speak, we mean it. And when we act, we don't just copy from what's been done before. We rework it, we question it, we look for better ways. We're not preparing to lead tomorrow. We already are, in our different ways, on different platforms, solving problems people sometimes didn't even notice yet. So maybe, instead of telling us to speak louder, maybe try listening harder. The future isn't waiting for us. We're already in it. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.